How do I choose the best guardian for my children? This one hits really close to home for me because my wife and I have three children, including a 7-year-old minor. And we want to make sure that if something happened to us, that we have selected the best guardian for him. We want to make sure that we've selected a guardian who essentially would match our parenting as much as possible. You want to select a guardian who has a similar parenting philosophy and style that's in line with what you believe. Their religion or spiritual decisions that they would make, you want those to be in line with your values. It's really important to think through parenting style, discipline, educational choices, extracurricular activities, that those are decisions that you really trust a potential guardian to make in light of what they know you would want, and to the extent that you actually let them know ahead of time what you would want. It really goes a long way to help your guardian honor you and raise your children in a similar manner as you would. We're talking about long-term guardianship. Who would actually raise your children? That's a separate question from short-term guardianship, which is what happens in an emergency situation. But going back to a long-term piece, what I'd like to caution you about considering is just relying on the fact that they've got enough money to raise your children as a good reason to choose them. I never suggest that finances in and of itself be the best reason to choose a guardian, because ideally you will be leaving enough finances and support for your children to raise them and get them through high school and ultimately college and beyond, versus having someone else foot the bill and be the one to support your children financially. It is totally a separate decision in terms of what's the best way to handle finances for children and pay for their raising, versus who can really raise them as closely aligned with what you would want in terms of how they're raised. That is the best way to choose a guardian.